my personal wish is very much to come to India.
IREF founder and festive director Darryl von Däniken, who is the brainchild of the International Radio Festival, has played a key role in bringing global radio people under one roof. And the Malta edition of IRF was indeed an exuberant display of the world's second most consumed medium.
Hi, I'm Darryl von Däniken and I'm the Festival Director of the International Radio Festival, the largest on-air event of its kind and the only conference where radio hosts from all around the world get together in the same room and celebrate and debate and showcase the business and curation of music radio content, the most consumed media in the world. This is our 8th year and 9th edition. This year in Malta, in the middle of the southern Mediterranean. Very historical place and a great place for storytelling, which is what radio is all about. And we've got radios from all four corners of the world, starting off with India, of course, the winner of this year's Sound of India contest with radio and music, RJ Devki from Red FM. We have presenters and hosts from China, Russia, USA, Dublin, Ireland, Malta, of course. We have a teen radio, we have public broadcasters, we have commercial broadcasters, we have winners of the Mixcloud online radio contest. They're from Dublin, Montpellier, Dublin in Southern Ireland, and Montpellier in France. We have a commercial radio station from Germany, Ego FM, very young, very successful. We have another very successful show from Austria, Krona Hit. We have various programs from the UK, including the BBC, Jazz FM, Flex FM, which the first time they were with us, they were a pirate station and now they're legal. We have Tony Prince, one of the original pirates from Radio Caroline from the 60s. We have an army stroke public radio from Israel 102. Very, very funny guys. It's the Radio Festival, and we look very much forward to the opportunity of coming and bringing the whole global radio circus to India. Besides India, what are the other countries that are looking at? When is the next festival? We have various options where we're going to go next year, but my personal wish is very much to come to India. For me, India is the epitome of well, the whole culmination of radio. It's the largest medium in the country. It's what keeps people going all day, informs them, keeps them smiling. And I think India would represent and end up being an incredible host for our global broadcasters. So with radio music, I very much look forward to the opportunity of developing that moment that I dream about quite a lot. Tell me something about Darryl von Däniken. What made you think of this concept? I discovered radio only, to be honest, 9 years ago. I've been in media all my life, in the sense that I've always needed media to promote what I was doing. Until one day someone told me, hey Darryl, it's the most consumed medium still today in the world. And it's the only medium you can consume whilst doing something else. You can get on with your life, you're not engaged all the time. And therefore it is far more subliminal and has far more impact. And I started to think, oh my gosh, we're only going to become more and more digital, and the more digital we become, the more human we want to be. And audio is the most analog of all media. So from that point of view, I just had to get to know more about radio. We're going to find at the end of the day that 5 minutes on air is going to be the equivalent of 55 minutes online when it comes to impact. And we're finding ourselves in an incredible moment for radio, where it's coming full circle from being the quantitative medium, which invented how you monetize audience, to becoming accepted and pioneering in developing the qualitative part of media. Arranging for an event like this, it takes quite a lot of effort, a lot of time. Do you really get sleep? The Radio Festival's grown out of an idea which became much larger than we ever thought. And the one thing I'm most proud about is that as we grew and needed more people to help, all those key positions are still held by the same people. They've all grown with us. They've all taken ownership, they're all specialists in their own field. I completely rely on their expertise.
Sponsorship is always a problem for any event. How easy or how difficult has it been for you?
And that's been a learning as well. I've been in media and sponsoring for 35 years of my life. I started off the complete classical way. Find brands that have a relation to, in this case, radio. You know, time, that's a relation. So watch brands and car. And we had some success. And then we started getting approached by the tourism authorities. They wanted to be involved. We've come full circle, and now we only work with governments. Governments who understand the value of bringing broadcasters to fill that part of the media mix, which at the moment is not occupied in any way, audio, radio, with destination, where radio is the ultimate storytelling tool, and by default, all our radio hosts are sharing the moment when they're at the location, before they come and after they've left. A billboard hearing your favourite radio host say, hey, I'm going to Malta in a month's time to the radio festival. No one's heard of the radio festival, but they know their host and they'll heard the word Malta, the most positive light, and what will they do? They'll go online and Google it. And suddenly they're finding out a lot about Malta. This is word of mouth that counts today.
What were your learnings this year and over the past few years about the medium, about the industry, about things related to radio?
The RF Audio Conference, again, is the only event of its kind. We've got producers and hosts all in the same room from around the world, sharing the same challenges and hearing how they try and solve it, giving courage to each other. And I thought that I'd be learning more over the years, but the only thing I'm learning, and everyone else is getting the courage, is that audio is a really big part of the future of media. And it's just a question of getting more and more people onto the same page, for them to understand we can take radio out of the dusty box, put it in, and reform it. So that's the learning we've taken out of there. The other thing I've learned is to expect the unexpected.
Is it going to be IAF and not IRF the next edition?
You know, many people question why we have radio in our name, because that's so old-fashioned. Well, we've precisely put it in the name, because radio stands for curated content, curated programming by human beings with a personality behind it. And I think that's what radio is going to be known as.
Well, with Darryl revealing his fondness towards India, we shouldn't be shocked if the International Radio Festival 2019 comes to India.